Yo, what's good, Tristan? And Tristan! Today, we're going to be reacting to Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights. A lot of you guys in my reaction to Running Up That Hill, which was featured in Stranger Things, really wanted me to react to this. And apparently, this was like her breakout song. This is the song that made her popular, and it was played on the radio a lot in the 80s. I do not know of these things, but before we get started, be sure to check me out Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. On my Patreon, by the way, I have a singing technique tier. I go into way more technical detail on the finer elements of singing. But let's see what this is. I have no idea what to expect here. Okay. Nice. It's pretty.
Out on the winding, windy moors, we'd roll and fall in green. You had a temper like my jealousy, too hard, too greedy.
Can someone tell me if this is an apt analysis? She's like a similar sound to Melanie Martinez. Like this baby sounding vocal, but this is so different already from Running Up That Hill. That's not the sound that I expected to come out of her, but okay.
How could you leave me when I needed to possess you? I hated you, I loved you too. Bad dreams in the night. You told me I was going to lose the fight. Leave behind my walking through the heights. It's me, I can't see, I come home.
That's so pretty. Where are the captions? I have no idea what she's saying. She's like in her falsetto the entire time here, or her head voice, whatever term you want to use for it. This voice! And she's not leaving it. She really doesn't want to leave it. She's getting some good, like, projected falsetto sounds. A lot of people think that falsetto can only sound like this, and that's really it, just this weak sound. But she really just kind of pushes it in some places, like right here. You can kind of go places with that. What the heck? Why is she dancing like this? Why was this popular? It's one of the weirdest things I've heard in a while. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm going to drop the facade. Like, it would be so cool if something like this was on the radio today. Like, you're just listening. You've got the perfectly crafted pop tunes. You got the Billie Eilish, every note perfect, beginning to end. You got the Justin Bieber, slap some auto-tune on that, get every note perfectly on pitch. Then you got Adele, vocal powerhouse. And then you get this. The thing, what I'm confused about is I can understand me liking this because I'm weird. I can understand a niche audience of people liking this, but I cannot understand a mainstream audience liking this. So I don't understand. I feel like I need to watch a Kate Bush documentary to really comprehend what the heck is going on. It makes me wonder if she has like any degree of classical training. The best I got here, I like the idea of emulating classical music. Because the thing is, she doesn't sound like a classical singer. I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't sound rude, but she sounds like someone that's trying to sound like a classical singer that is trying to not sound like a classical singer. There's like many layers to this. I love that melody. You know what? She actually kind of sounds like Queen Cat. Yes, sir! Thank you, Queen Cat. She's singing with her larynx so incredibly high, which, if you don't know, your larynx is basically this doodle in your throat. And what that does is it makes effectively the instrument, the tube of the vocal instrument, very, very small, which makes it super, super bright and like childlike sounding. It's very difficult to sing like that. But she sings so pretty. And that's the thing is like, her pitch is really, really good. She's hitting these crazy high notes. And it sounds really beautiful, to be honest with you, even though it's weird. You know what? I need to know the lyrics to this. It's a song about a ghost who's in love with a living man. She's making a ghost sound. She's imitating a ghost. That makes so much sense. That's basically her vocal technique. That's so cool. I wish I had known that from the beginning. That's why she looks like a ghost. That's why she's dancing like that. She's a nice, friendly ghost. Like Casper. That was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. This is so cute. If this came on the radio, I would be so happy. It just gives you warm feelings. That nice little pretty guitar solo. Thank you for the captions at the end there, YouTube, by the way. What do the comments have to say? I never ever get sick of hearing this. You immediately feel that this woman has an overwhelmingly creative mind. Maybe a little bit crazy, but in a very good way. Is she? I get the impression that she doesn't really care like what you're supposed to do with your voice. She's just like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. My voice is a canvas and I'm gonna paint whatever image I want regardless of what you're supposed to do. Not that she's doing anything technically incorrect, because she's actually doing a lot of technically correct things. Otherwise she wouldn't be able to sing and have it sound the way that it sounds. But in terms of like, you know, singing in a way that is culturally acceptable, she doesn't care. And it takes a lot of chutzpah to be able to do that and pull it off, because you can just do that and end up just sounding not good. A lot of people try to do this and they just end up sounding bad and nobody cares. So you really have to have the writing, the melody. You gotta have everything super, super tight and super solid. In a lot of ways, it's more difficult than singing in a culturally acceptable way. She's 100% committed to the art of the experience, every fiber of her being in the song and performance. A masterpiece of music and art. This is her singing it live, I guess. I love that. She's doing this really crazy transition between her falsetto and her normal voice. She's like jumping back and forth like that, but obviously in a different pitch. It sounds so spooky. Oh, why is there no one like this today? The other thing that she's doing that's super cool, normally what you would do when you get to this part, your falsetto gets so low that you really can't use it anymore. It just gets airy and breathy and it just kind of fades away like this. What you're supposed to do is transition it into your chest voice. So you sort of do it like this and then you come down and then you sort of switch into your normal voice and then at the bottom you're in your normal voice. But she doesn't do that. She stays in this all the way to the bottom. Just to really put a middle finger at a voice technique, I guess. You know, opera singers have always been mad about what pop singers do with their vocals. I would imagine that at the time, this really upset opera singers. I don't know if that's correct or not. Particularly operatic voice teachers. I know some opera singers, if y'all are watching this, are probably going to be mad, but most of y'all know it's true. She almost gets like male hair metal singer vibes and while she sings this. So I can kind of see it already being in people's ears. Like this general sound of the wailing that she's doing up there, like the cat-like wailing. But yeah, that was super fun. Thank you guys for recommending me to check this out. The other thing that y'all have requested was Babushka, and I would love to react to that next, but let me know if you would like that down in the comments below. But actually, awesome as well, let me know if you were alive back when this was a big thing. Give me some context behind it, because I love reading the comments from you guys, like these firsthand accounts of like when this came on and how it impacted you and how it was different and whatever the case might be. I think it's really interesting. But yeah, again, check me out, Instagram, TikTok, Patreon. These videos get copyright claimed, really don't make very much money on YouTube. So thanks so much for y'all over on my Patreon who are helping me out. Until next time, Tristans. And Tristan. Peace.